Have you ever felt completely overlooked, even when surrounded by people? As if your voice doesn't carry weight, and your presence goes unnoticed? Have you consistently shown up for others, only to find yourself alone when you needed support? If these questions stir something within you, this story may hold the answers you've been seeking. In a peaceful village nestled between gentle hills, there lived a soft-spoken man named Nova. Kind-hearted and reliable, Nova was always the first to lend a hand, yet he remained largely invisible to his community. Villagers would accept his help with a smile, then turn away without truly seeing him. Children mimicked his hesitant walk, elders dismissed his suggestions, and shopkeepers served others before him, as if he weren't there. One afternoon, while delivering firewood to the village center, Nova noticed the community leaders struggling to solve a critical irrigation problem. Having worked closely with the land, Nova had a practical solution. Mustering courage, he approached the group. "Forgive me," he began softly. "I might have an idea." "Not now." "Nova," interrupted the village chief, without looking up. Another elder waved him away. "We're discussing important matters." As Nova retreated, the rope holding his firewood snapped. Logs tumbled across the square. People stepped around the mess, some shaking their heads, none offering help. Kneeling in the dust, gathering the scattered wood with trembling hands, Nova whispered the painful question that had haunted him for years. "Why does no one see my worth?" That evening, as twilight settled, Nova found himself at the edge of the forest where an elder named Master Isha lived, a woman known for her uncommon wisdom. Seeing his heavy heart, she invited him to sit beside her. "You search for respect in others' eyes," she observed gently, "but haven't yet found it within yourself." Nova looked up, tears glistening. "What must I do?" Master Isha smiled warmly. "There are 5 silent forces that shape how the world perceives you. Master them, and you won't need to demand respect. It will come naturally." Under the emerging stars, she shared these timeless principles. The first force, the presence you project, stand as if you belong exactly where you are. Keep your shoulders open, your head level, your gaze forward. The body tells a story before the lips ever part. The second force, the power of stillness. Move with purpose, not with haste. A calm presence conveys inner strength. Let your actions say, "I am secure in who I am." The third force, the courage of connection. Meet others' eyes with quiet assurance, not to challenge, but to acknowledge shared humanity. This tells people you consider yourself their equal. The fourth force, the gift of attention. Listen to understand, not merely to reply. When you truly hear others, you help them feel valued, and we respect those who value us. The fifth force, the strength in silence. Amidst noise, remain centered. In conflict, stay composed. When you choose to speak, let your words be measured and meaningful. Nova returned home transformed not in character, but in consciousness. The next morning, he began his practice. He stood taller, walked with calm intention, and met people's gaze with quiet confidence. He listened deeply, without rushing to fill silences. The changes felt subtle, but their impact was profound. The baker, who typically served Nova last, now greeted him with a respectful nod. Neighbors began seeking his opinion. Children no longer teased him, but watched him with curious admiration. The true test came during a town meeting about a food shortage. As voices rose in panic and arguments grew heated, Nova remained quiet at the back of the hall. When the frustration reached its peak, he stood and walked calmly to the front. The room gradually grew still. He spoke just 3 sentences, a simple, practical proposal for rationing supplies. The village council, who had once dismissed him, now listened intently. Within minutes, his plan was unanimously adopted. By the following year, Nova had become a trusted voice in his community. He hadn't changed his kind nature, he had fortified it. He learned that respect isn't something you request from others. It's something you build within yourself, and others cannot help but notice. The way you carry yourself tells the world how to treat you. When you embody self-respect through your posture, your presence, and your principles, the world mirrors that respect back to you. If this story resonated with you, remember that your journey toward earning genuine respect begins with the person you see in the mirror. For more transformative tales that blend timeless wisdom with practical life lessons, subscribe to Wordy Dose. Each story is crafted to guide, inspire, and walk alongside you as you build the life you deserve.